Sometimes the most powerful words spoken come from the least expected voices. Hi, I'm Gary, and today we're going to see how one young girl's simple witness was used by God. Turn with me to 2 Kings 5, verses 1 through 3, and we'll meet this young girl. Naaman, commander of the army of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master and in high favor. Because of him, the Lord had given victory to Syria. He was a mighty man of valor, but he was a leper. Now the Syrians, on their raids, had carried off a young girl from the land of Israel, and she worked in the service of Naaman's wife. She said to her mistress, "Would that my Lord were with the prophet who is in Samaria. He would cure him of his leprosy." This girl, whose name is not even mentioned in the Bible, is the servant girl of the wife of Syria's most powerful man, the commander of the king's army. This man had a problem, a big problem. He had a contagious skin disease known as leprosy. This disease ate away the man's flesh and seriously limited his contact with other people. In walks the young Hebrew servant girl with the most profound yet simple witness. She said to Naaman's wife, "Would that my Lord were with the prophet who is in Samaria. He would cure him of his leprosy." In other words, come and see. God has provided a great prophet in Samaria, a man of God who can heal you of your leprosy. Allow me to summarize what happens next. Naaman's wife passes on this little girl's suggestion to visit Elijah, the prophet in Samaria. After communication between Syria's king and Israel's king, Naaman prepares for the visit with a big entourage and many gifts. But what happens next boggles Naaman's mind. Instead of meeting Elijah personally, he sends out a messenger who relays these simple instructions. "Go and wash in the Jordan 7 times, and your flesh shall be restored, and you shall be clean." Now imagine the words that ran through Naaman's mind. Are you kidding me? I prepared for this important meeting. I've brought gifts and servants, and not only will you not meet with me, but all you tell me is, "Go wash in the muddy water of the Jordan River." I have 2 rivers back home running with clean water, and this so-called prophet wants me to wash in the Jordan. Now his initial reaction was anger. But the little girl's words continued to have influence, this time on Naaman's servants, who reminded Naaman of the significance of the prophet's words, saying, "My father, it is a great word the prophet has spoken to you. Will you not do it? Has he actually said to you, 'Wash and be clean'?" Reluctantly, Naaman heeds the little girl's words and washes himself in the Jordan River, and his flesh was restored like the flesh of a young child, and he was clean. Not much later, Naaman, who was beloved by the one true God, though he never knew him before, declared, "Behold, I know that there is no God in all the earth but Israel." What a statement of faith. And it was all because God used a little servant girl who offered up tender words for him in the words, "Come and see." Theologian Warren Wiersbe writes, "Never underestimate the power of a simple witness. For God can take words from the lips of a child and carry them to the ears of a king." Let me ask you, do you know someone struggling with doubts about God? Is there someone going through a messy divorce or dealing with heartache, the heartache of losing a loved one? Why not offer up the same simple witness offered up by the little girl in the Bible today? Come and see. You can do it. Give it a try. And be sure to come back tomorrow for an important message from Sherry.